Hi Aquarius, what's up? So this reading is for Aquarius all placements, and it may or may not resonate with you. Okay, if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're not, thank you guys for coming back. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, now listen. These energies from December 21st are definitely still coming in a bit. The winter solstice, okay? Yeah, it's funny. I was just looking outside. So there's this incredible balance that you all are experiencing or aligning to, recalibrating to. All right, and it's to this rainbow ray energy. Okay, I feel when I look at this, I feel a lot of green energy kind of coming into to your roots, into your tree, and really bringing you into this beautiful kind of balance. But it's this balance that's happening is like it's definitely a perspective shift and change, and it's you coming into an acceptance of your wounds, acceptance of what you've gone through, to your past, right? And allowing yourself to fully come into the energy of release. Okay, so I also see this as like a doorway or a portal walking. You know, I also feel it and see it as like it's like a definitely a rite of passage, but it's like it's a moving forward, it's a graduation, you know. And it's a transmutation as well, because I feel like this energy over here is transferring, transmuting, okay, into this peace, into this calmness. Holy Spirit is here, but I feel I don't have my dinghy, I don't have my bowl right next to me, because I was just inspired to be right here after we finish painting. And I feel your inner child coming in, so we're just going to go ahead and just call in everyone's guides, teams, ancestors, higher selves, inner childs, high truth, compassion, and love, right? Bringing you into this beautiful. I've seen the number 4 over this. I also see Saturn. is still kind of in here, but it's this. I feel Pluto too coming in. I feel Mars energy, which is interesting, but it's a beautiful destruction of something that you have been holding on to, and you're finally allowing yourself to acknowledge it. You know, it's the vision that came through as we were walking, preparing for this, is Mother Mary's working with the collective a lot, right? So, and Yeshua is this energy of, I was blind and now I can see. And I was seeing, and I didn't draw it, but the girl that I draw, and for those of you who don't recognize her, let me see if I can find an image of her. But she's always to the back. Okay, yeah, this is probably perfect right here. I'm always drawing a girl, and I draw the back of her, and she changes, and she's always looking at something. She's looking at the vision that God is bringing in, right? And when I look at this, I see the girl, she's looking here, and instead of like this headband, sometimes she's always wearing a bow, right? Instead of the bow, it's a butterfly. And so maybe we will draw that so you guys can really see the visual. I'm just looking to see this one, how she has this, but this time it's a butterfly. So I feel that Alta chakra is getting a huge upgrade and transformation. And anything that was stopping you from receiving from God, as I just heard, like heightened intuition, it's like, and heightened psychic abilities is clearing. And I feel like it's clearing because the sacral chakra energy is really getting like the fire is coming in. And I also see a lot of people sacral chakras upgrading into 5D energy. So even though this is orange, as I'm looking at it, when I see it, it looks pink to me. All right, so there's a lot of going into your promised land, which a lot of you have been promised that. You've been promised to come out of the wilderness and come into your golden abundance, right? But this is the golden abundance of you being fully solidified with your soul, right? Soul integration. Oh, it's very powerful, very beautiful. So this requires heart opening. I can't remember which cards we did before, if we did the heart affirmations or if we did the sacral. I can't remember which ones they were, but Spirit called out the heart chakra cards, activation cards, affirmations to come out, okay? So what we're going to do is read through them. We have compassion. I see all things through the eyes of love in my heart. I find compassion and understanding for those who are struggling and misaligned with themselves, their higher wisdom, and purpose. I am kind and compassionate with myself and others, and forgive myself for my judgments. I am compassionate. And so there's this energy of just receiving compassion. And if some of you guys have been following us for the 100 videos, which is members tier, go ahead and make sure you're doing your shield, all right? The shield of David up in here, so that way you're fully protected, because I feel that people are not grounded, okay? So we are going to be coming out with another video where we use the shield of David and the number 888, okay, to bring in abundance, but also a higher level of grounding, okay? So that's going to be coming for some of you guys, but you can go ahead and put that on the outside of your energy. Some of you guys, you might want to put that symbol inside of your heart, and then just make it big so that it's on all sides of you, and it should be glowing in either a green or a gold, okay? Some of you might be a light yellow. Archangel Jophiel. Yeah, because it's like this huge crown opening as well. Like when your heart opens and this energy transfers, like or transmutes. And that's another thing, like transfer. So also it's like what is transmuting is and restoring is anything that was transferred onto you. If there was like trauma, wounding, addictions, habits, emotions, these kinds of things that may have been transferred to you from other people if you weren't protected, knowing that you're like super psychic or psychic empath, that kind of thing, a lot of that is leaving as well, because you guys are putting in daily protections. You're putting your shield on, you know, when you wake up in the morning, and if you feel any kind of energy, you're calling in the diamond violet flame, and invoking that and just clearing your aura. You're calling in Michael to shield you. You're cutting cords when you feel a tie where you're getting a little bit of obsession over someone or over something. You know that that's not that's not just anxiety. You know there's probably a cord there, okay? And so you're like, nope, let's cut that cord, let's release that cord, let's, you know, or tell me if there's a cord there, and then you're going and you're dissolving that and you're releasing it. So this is also telling me, like, when you are coming into the energy of compassion and really opening your heart up to yourself, it's the energy of release me, the energy of I accept, okay, and I am receiving. So we can even just right now just say I am receiving compassion. I'm receiving compassion, and some of you guys might start to feel your crown chakra start to open up, okay? You might start to feel your heart open up a bit, but this energy of compassion, thank you, Kuan Yin, is coming in, and thank you, Jophiel. So that's also why Jophiel came in, to kind of open that crown up, to prepare you to receive these higher frequency energies, so that way you can really clear all the heaviness, right? Because it's preparing you to go, to do something, you know. And I almost kind of feel that some of you guys, it may not be completely clear on what that like ready, set, go is, and that's for another purpose as well, because God doesn't want you to be tied to to the future, like too focused on that to where you're not present, you're not grounded, right? You have to be in this moment here so that you can receive the energies, receive the codes, so that you can hear your intuition. So it's really this ultimate balancing out and getting out any kind of bitterness or grief or sadness from your heart chakra, so that you can open to that beautiful astral plane, but also be integrated into your soul. It's like matrimony. It's like I guess Heroes Gamos, yeah, that's what they're saying, like Heroes Gamos, it's sacred union. But for many of you guys, this is also like opening your door to really commune and be with high vibrational beings, like in your day-to-day things, like what you're doing, who you're working with, you know. So that's also another thing. It's one thing to be able to hold your vibration, but then it's another thing to hold your vibration when you're among a bunch of high vibrational beings. Okay, so you can tend to get ungrounded and stuff. So I feel that the next 12 days, a lot of you are going to be harnessing that and learning how to balance out this new energy that has come in to recalibrate you to what your soul mission or soul projects will be for 2023, you know. And some of you do know what these things are, right? You're initiating, you're getting works together and things like this. And so the next one is openness. I give. I am free to give generously to others and to do so with love. I breathe love, light, and nourishment into my body, mind, and spirit, allowing my inner well to resource, my inner well of resource to be fully replenished. As I weave loving kindness out into the world, I receive loving kindness from the universal web. I give. Okay, so that one, there was definitely like, there's fear that's clearing with this, okay, that is going to help you to be generous, okay? And it's also, not only is it fear, but there's another mindset thing that's coming in, and I could feel the sacral chakra coming in with this as well, that you're worthy and deserving of receiving what you give, right? And you stating that. And also there's a quietness that is coming in, or that you're going to be doing over the next 12 days. I can feel this quietness, and it's the quietness of being able to really hear what programs are running in the background. What are you thinking? What is really being said, okay? And so it might be necessary during this time of going through this, it definitely, some of you guys are going through a higher heart activation as well that just came in. But you're going to be able to like hear yourself saying, you're not worthy of that. You know, you're going to hear it, and you're going to be like, why am I saying that? You know, because this is another thing, like, it's where the unconscious becomes conscious. You become aware of what's going on in your subconscious mind, to where you can consciously work with it to reprogram it, but also not from a place of like force, from a place of compassion, okay? A place of love, where you are fully seeing and saying, okay, why? Okay, where is this coming from? Okay, all right, I'm okay. And then you kind of doing that quick analyzation for yourself, so that way it's not an unprocessed emotion or experience, right? You go right to the root, and you're like, where's this coming from? And you allow yourself to go right to the root of it, and then you look at that, and then you say, but the truth of this is what? You know, and then you say that. And the truth might be, I felt this way because of a prior wounding, you know, like whatever it is for you, it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be like 1 through 8, like you're going to be able to go through your process of figuring out what's going on and then coming up with a solution, like whether it is to delete the program or if it is, okay, we're going to listen to some positive affirmations right now while we write or paint or clean the house or whatever, or do work, okay? Yeah. I'm also hearing like, slow down, you're going too fast. Because I feel this energy of like this, like it's so weird because me, myself, I feel calm. I'm like, I'm here, like, cool, but there's also this feeling of, and maybe it's just a little bit of anxiety of like worrying about earthly matters rather than spiritual, okay, is what I'm feeling right now, and that is definitely causing to be a little bit ungrounded because you're thinking outside of yourself instead of thinking from your heart, from within, and seeing it from a higher perspective, whatever it is that you're facing right now or that you're going through, okay? And so I feel that, well, one way to combat the energy is just to say I'm grateful. You can also say I'm blessed. You can say I love you, okay? I am thankful and humble as I move through life. And also, like, even right now, this is so funny. I'm doing the tree pose right now as I'm standing here recording this. And that's interesting because this is like representative, like, of sort of a tree. Okay. And then we just talked about the grounding out. So a lot of you guys look up the tree pose if this is resonating with you, and just do it and just say, I'm grateful. I'm grounded, I'm rooted, I'm open, I'm released, I'm compassionate, I give, and just allow your heart to really open and release what is on it. Release the heavy energies, because that's the other thing too. Like, not everything needs to be analyzed and gone over with a fine-tooth comb. There are some things that are just ready to go, and Spirit is saying, just let them, okay? Let them go. Yeah, and that's another thing. If you've been holding on to the past and you have gone through a cycle over and over again, and that you're just going to go through the same thing again, you don't need to continue the suffering of that. All right, so being grateful to have the courage, the strength to move forward is also what's kind of coming through this. I receive willingly, lovingly, and graciously. I recognize and appreciate the small things in life, the synchronicities and the beauty that can be found in each and every moment. I am grateful. Yeah, I just heard harmony. Okay, so I am balanced. There we go. Oh my God, I love that. How it just like, yes. So let's read it. My mind, body, and spirit work in harmony with each other, aligned with both my will and the divine. I have balance in my life, with room for both pleasure and purpose. I am giving and receiving of love and abundance are in perfect balance. I got to say that again because there was like I heard a train. I'm sorry. And I saw a train. I don't know if somebody's getting off the subway, but I feel like it's like an Amtrak. It's a train that's like on a top platform. And like I just heard the train like coming and stopping, her doors like open. So I'm sorry, I got distracted. So that's also me, 1818. Wow. Okay. That might be let's see if that was spirit. I almost feel like that was somebody, but there's a symbol in that, because we felt that very powerfully. Like, I felt like I just got transported to the freaking platform, and wherever this is, it's cold, and you're getting on the train is like warm, it's taking you somewhere. And so the fact that the train is on a raised platform and it's actually outside as well, like I see that, like the city and stuff, it's taking you into the sun. So 1818, the energy of the moon of Pisces. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you have gotten very, very deep into your emotions, deep into these cycles and things like this, and you've had to deal with tough emotions, but you've had to really dig, so that you could get that out and really cleanse it, purify yourself. And so I feel like I'm balanced and the harmony that's coming in is that you're finally taking yourself out of it. It's this energy of, I know what I finally accept serenity. Okay, I finally accept what I can change and what I cannot. And this situation, no matter how you feel about it within your emotional body, you cannot change it. And so you're deciding to physically move forward, go to the light, go into your abundance, go into your sun, go into your liberation, your freedom. And this brings you into the warmth. It brings you out of the winter into I love that, into the spring, which is also why I have this image over here too, because we're going to be talking about that. Yes. So anyway, yeah. So I'm giving and receiving of love and abundance. My giving and receiving of love and abundance are in perfect balance. Okay? And because I had to do that a few times, I feel like that last one is probably going to resonate the most. My giving and receiving of love and abundance are in perfect balance. Okay? All right. I was told to do loving relationships next. I open my heart to love and joy and more gracefully through my relationships. It is safe for me to feel love for myself, oh my goodness, for myself, life, and others. It is safe for me to feel love for myself, life, and others. I allow universal love to permeate every cell of my body. I am worthy of love. I am loved. Oh, I love this. I choose love. Sorry, I just knocked the thing. Yeah, so, and that was on 2112. I just noticed, okay? 2112. So this is, recording this on the 22nd of December. So, love is definitely coming in, right? And this is you choosing loving relationships. This is you choosing relationships where they can give you what you give. Okay, so I feel like the ending of you being in relationships where they're unbalanced because someone chooses, it's a choice not to give from their heart, and that kind of a thing, and you staying around and you just waiting for that person to give you that love or to give you that recognition or what have you. You're finally saying, okay, I'm gonna just close that door. I'm gonna get on the train and I'm gonna move towards the sun, to warmness, where I am receiving what I am giving. I'm gonna let it go. So this is also in the way of projects. Okay, guys, there's some of you guys, there are projects where Spirit has told you, this is not the way. This is not the path. You can come here, but it's going to take you a whole lot longer to get on your path of golden abundance. So if you don't want to give this up, that's fine. But now you're also going to go slower here, and you're going to cause confusion with yourself and doubt, which is also going to slow down the process of transmutation, right? And so I feel like some of you guys are going to be deciding, and that is probably the Hermit is coming in. Okay, so that is probably where some of you guys are being asked right now to go into your heart space and to really reevaluate what projects are you going to take into 2023 with you. Okay, I need to breathe for a second. So I feel that with you guys as well. When you have these moments where you just feel overwhelmed and you don't know what to do, you have so many decisions. First of all, put your hand on your heart and just breathe it out, okay? Just breathe it out and just let it go. You can breathe in through the nose and then open your mouth and do a nice cleansing exhale. Okay? Yeah, and that actually kind of brings us into this last one here. Ease and grace. Love is the gentle, powerful presence that radiates through me when I quieten and deepen. So remember I said that I feel some of you guys just going into very deep quiet to where you can just listen to your heart and just hear Spirit and just commune. I feel some of you doing it now. I feel some of you going to be doing it over this before the first. Okay, really getting to know your energy and just releasing, just letting go. So, doing the tree pose or some other kind of even just sitting and just allowing yourself to just release the world. Okay, release your life, release your family, release your past. Just release and just allow yourself to enjoy the moment of just peace and serenity, where you just feel everything is all is well. All is well, okay? And you sitting in your heart space when you're doing that. So this is also causing some of you guys to come out of the mind and go into the heart. Like really go into the heart, so that you can talk to your higher self, so that you can talk to your soul, you know? Okay. It is safe for me to be gentle and graceful. I allow my heart's desire, and I take the path of least resistance. There's that, okay, that we just talked about. It is easy for me to be gentle and graceful. When I connect to the rhythms of the earth and the universe, I flow gently and easily. Beautiful, powerful. You are love, okay? Self-love is the greatest gift of all. You are a unique expression of the divine. Know that you are connected to all that is. Let love and peace and tranquility penetrate through your being into the world, and watch as it is reflected back at you. You are love. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So honestly, this here is what we drew when we did our predictions, and this energy, okay, of being love and being abundant and reproducing love and nurturing love is what a lot of you are going to be asked to be doing from now until we go into the spring equinox, right? Yes. And it's getting ready so that things can bloom. So this might look like, okay, this might look like, we're going to bring the goddess cards in, the African goddess cards in. It might look like certain projects, and also might be like beauty projects, you know, taking up different beauty routines, making sure that your spiritual routine is just as important as your self-care and self-love routine. Like you making dedicated time for that, like, and planning it in. I remember when I first decided, okay, I have to choose me. I did me weekends, and after, I don't even know, it was so many years where my daughter wasn't going with her father, and I decided, no, we're going to do every other weekend. You know, I'm going to release control, and it's okay for me to share this, because this is both of our responsibility. And every other weekend, and I put it on my calendar on my phone, and I called it my me weekend, and I planned it. So every other weekend was my me weekend. And so it's something like that where you're like, nope, these 2 days out of the month, or these 3 days, whatever it is for you, I'm going to do this, okay, for myself. And some of it is to you actually doing your own beauty routines and other things too, that I see, and just really kind of getting and I'm seeing it's like foot care, I'm seeing candles too, you might be doing some making candles, or just doing different crafts and things like that instead of buying a candle, you're going to make the candle. So it's on a whole nother level of just nurturing yourself, and then also giving yourself an activity to do, which is also nurturing your inner child as well, you know, and nurturing some of your gifts, because the things that you're drawn to, more than likely you're skilled in that in some way, shape, or form, right? And it could lead to something else for some of you guys, oh my God, I'm going to start a candle business, you know, or it could just be something that you enjoy and spending time with yourself, you know. Yeah, and so I'm going to do the goddess cards first, and then I'll read the poem that we channeled for this. Yeah, because this is a growth. It's also travel, but it's traveling within the heart, and it's you taking respite inside of your heart space, and you finding that balance, and you holding that balance, and you transmuting anything into that pure joy, that serenity energy, so that you can stay aligned. So you see how they connect. Irotama. All right. What do you want to add? All right. I just heard like taking it on home. You know, so it's an energy. Yeah, feeling safe is on the bottom. It's an energy of, I feel whatever this is, okay, cosmic power. Wow, okay, that's powerful. Whoa, 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 and whoa. Number two, but that's all this is balance. You know, and I feel like the reason why it flew over there and like and it went back like this is that whatever was keeping you from holding your cosmic power, from being in this, is releasing from you. Okay? Yeah. The power of the twos, which is interesting because I'm videoing this on 12/22/20, so that's 4 twos right there. And not to mention the 22, you know, in the 2022. But I'm going to go to her so I can just... All right, this is Mawa Lisa. Forgive me if I said it incorrectly, but she is a goddess of cosmic power. Bien, the temple is the threshold of guardian. She is an air element. Okay. She is the force of the mother, father, goddess. Mau is the moon, the divine feminine. Lisa is the sun and the divine masculine. They come together during a fawn eclipse to create cosmic power. So again, this balance, you see that? Okay, and then the embodiment says, rise up into your magnificence, love and accept yourself fully to unlock everything you seek. Stop pretending to be less than you are. And I heard something when we were in the shower, and it was stop hiding who you are, you know. And I shared this vision. I can't remember what video it was, but it was, there's a mask, and behind the mask is a lion, right? So the lion, it stands for courage, but in this instance, it's coming back in to saying that I have the courage to be my authentic self. I have the courage to fully unfurl my wings. I have the courage to fully rise and shine. You know, I have the courage to be the beacon of light that I truly am. Yeah. And then the goddess declaration, which is the affirmation, is my power shines forth from within. Yes, it's on page number 5. That might mean something for you guys. And I know 5s have been pretty prevalent in our readings, right? Also representing change. And then this is 14, which is also 5. Okay. This is definitely a card of Aquarius. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Ate, worthiness. So we did mention we were feeling the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is going to be like center stage, I feel, in 2023. And it's going to be like that chakra that is the driving force behind everything that you do, but also the one that you are making sure stays in balance, that you're releasing any attachments, that you are allowing yourself to be detached from emotional bondage. Okay, is how it came through. Thank you, Michael. And I kept seeing a circus, and I remember it's not in this one. It was a different one where, oh yes, it's in the reading we're going to do tomorrow, okay? With the blue paper, the girl I drew on the blue paper, and I was saying that I didn't draw it, but I could see like a circus. I could see like a fair, and then I saw like a carousel that she's looking at. And now here again we have like this circus kind of like type energy. And I just, when I looked at it, it just felt like, even though these are cups that the word is being poured into, it reminded me of the teacups, you know, like when I was looking at this. And it just, there's just a lot of celebration in this. So I feel like you're finally going to own that you're worthy and deserving of receiving, okay? And anything unconditionally, like you're not going to limit what you can receive. And this is also the energy of 3 of Wands coming through. I see very strongly of you're seeing all possibilities, and you're allowing yourself to follow your intuition so that you're stepping into miracles, all right, by not judging and just allowing yourself to move through. So powerful. Okay, let me go to 14. Okay. Atete is the goddess of worthiness. She's Aroma, Ethiopia. She is from the Temple of Warriors, and her element is the bush. The great goddess Atete Okay, Queen of the Gods is a fierce protector of women and girls for the Oromo people of Ethiopia. And the embodiment. You matter. Worthiness is your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. The most importantly, we need you. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your Creator loves you unconditionally. And the declaration, the goddess declaration, which is the affirmation, is I matter. Okay, and that has been coming to us a lot. It's on page 29. Okay, so helping you to step into the embodiment of who you are. Okay, and bringing you to that truth, that justice, and also that balance. 29 is 11. Okay, which brings us to 2. So very powerful energy again with the 2s, because that's a 2. This is a 2, and 14. If you looked at it like 7, right? But if you also looked at it going through, it's 2. Okay, 2 times 7 is 14. So lots of balance like coming in, and it's like this energy that you have been cultivating and what you've been learning, you're really going to put it into practice in 2023, I feel. And this, it's like all the things that you have been given, it's like Spirit is like, use them now, and use them routinely, use them every day, use them. This is how you stay in balance. All right, Irotala. You know, when you get out of balance, it's because you have stopped doing something that kept you in balance, right? It's like the healing of if you stop, like arthritis pain or something like this, you know, if you stop eating the way that you're eating to heal, right? If you're eating to heal in those situations, and then you stop eating like that, and then your arthritis comes back or the pain comes back, it's because now all of a sudden you're not eating the anti-inflammatory foods anymore. You've gone back, you have declined, you know, you have went back down to lower consciousness. So it's like, no, now that you know that this is your power, that this is a key for you, it's time to have that key with you every single day, because that is a part of your power, is using your tools, and it's not just like food, right? It's also your breath work, your yoga, however, you know, your exercise, how you move your body, it's your reading, it's your affirmations, it's your painting, your writing, your dancing, your swimming, your roller skating, it's all of that. Okay, it's a whole lifestyle change, and you committing and being devoted to that, so that way these blessings, especially those of you who are having blessings of spiritual based business or just businesses in general, you're going to need that vitality so that you can stay in balance, and so that you're always manifesting success, right? That you're not self-sabotaging yourself out of it. Okay, yeah, because you're worthy of the success coming in, and it's staying and it growing abundantly. Yes. So we're just going to do this one, because Spirit wanted us to do the bottom. It's number 4. I would say Tabitha, but I feel like it might be Tabuti. It might be something else, but it says feeling safe. This just brings me so much. I love this. And look, there goes the grimoire, or her journal, whatever you want to call it. I just felt like that because she was like in the nature, so it just made me feel like very herby vibes and like that kind of a thing. But just communing with Mother Earth too, and this is also this vulnerability and you allowing yourself to be completely shielded by the light of your being. Okay, but you keeping the light of your being very strong by releasing self-doubt, by releasing fear that the past will repeat itself. Because when you fear the past will repeat itself, it just comes back. You manifest it back, okay? Because you're holding a cord to it, and so you're calling it back to you, right? And also it's the energy of be not dismayed. So if you guys have been manifesting abundance and it just hasn't come in yet, prosperity, money, okay, hasn't come in yet, or partner, or just relief, it hasn't come in yet. He says, be still, okay? We're restoring your mind. So they're releasing this mental body, this mental prison, helping you to release the mental prison. So that way now you allow the gates open, because there's nothing blocking it anymore. Limiting beliefs, fear, limiting emotions as well. Okay? I'm going to read her. Goddess of Feeling Safe, Barbados, Guyana, and Salem. Symbol is ancestors. The element is air. So there's a lot of air. We got one bush and then two air. So, okay, there goes that clearing the mental body. But in the middle of it, that balance, coming again back into the earth, the bush. Great ancestress. I'm going to say Tabitha because I'm not sure. Was an enslaved Caribbean woman who was first accused in 1692. Salem witch trials. She was the most likely kidnapped from the Guyana region of South America and then sold through a Barbados plantation. So she is considered like a witch. Okay, so I did feel that when I said it was her grimoire. I was like, oh, it's grimoire. So she is that kind of energy. You deserve to feel secure. So this is also telling me, okay, of like genocide and persecution for you being who you are, or you using your skills and your magic. That is one thing, right? That you're going to have to, like, it's this energy of I have the right to use my skills, my magic in the way that my heart is calling me to, is what is coming from that. And you standing in that power and not letting anything outside of you tell you that that's the wrong way. A lot of times when people like recite Bible verses and they say God a lot in their videos and this and that, but then they also bring in tarot cards, okay? Then you might feel that energy of people judging you or this or that, right? So it comes back to, again, you releasing judgment of yourself and you fully accepting that this is a part of who you are and this is the way that your heart is calling you to share, okay, or to work your magic, okay? And you fully like owning that and being okay with that, and then you'll see that energy that you were feeling will start to dissipate. It will go away, okay? So that's also another like renewing of the mind. All right, so you won't be feeling that because that trauma is transmuting out. Okay. The embodiment. You deserve to feel secure. Feeling safe is knowing that your basic needs are met. Feeling safe is feeling at home in your body. Feeling safe is trusting your journey. Feeling safe is feeling free around those you love. Feeling safe is trusting that the sun will rise again. If you grew up emotionally, spiritually, or physically unsafe, reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. Okay? And we talked about this where a lot of you are going through saying, okay, I'm going to stop expecting the worst, or I'm going to stop expecting that it's not going to work out for me so that I'm not disappointed when it doesn't, right? Like really clearing that completely out of your system so that way you are not manifesting it not working out. Okay, because that's what you're preparing for. You receive what you prepare for. So let's prepare to receive the best possible outcome. Let's prepare to receive our miracles, our wishes fulfilled. Let's prepare to receive our blessings. Okay? The goddess declaration is, I am safe. It is safe to be safe. And it's on page 9. Okay. So let's read the poem that kind of went with this. All right. Iroma. Okay. And then I'll do a little bit of cards, but I feel like, we'll do a little bit of tarot cards. So, my heart became love. Okay. My heart became, hold on. I channeled this and then I like wrote it, so I'm trying to read my handwriting when I'm, yeah. I feel like, okay, my heart became one with love as it gently sits in existence, quietly opening to remember love once again. More love that is free from the tainted paint of the bitterness, the overwhelm and rejection. A love so pure, when you feel its essence, all that is held is melted like snow on a warm day. Underneath the blanket of white that covers the ground is a bright green covered earth. He has arrived. I dwell in the house of the Savior, the grounds of love all around me, the place of resurrection. I swim in the delight of divine light. I am open to my soul's light. I am held in love, rebirthed by light. So now this came in. So I forget when we drew or painted this. I think it was last week, and then we did this a long time ago, the color. But then this morning we drew the trees, and well, actually, this morning we channeled the poem, and then this afternoon we drew the tree. Okay. The purpose of me telling you that is it's representative of seasons, and now is the season for you to go inside of the sanctuary. All right, for you to be like that reborn, like you have been reborn, but there are parts of you, right, that are ready for a new resurrection. And so it's this day of as the sun, right, as it rises, you are reborn. But as it sets, that is your process of death, right? And then you're going to be resurrected again in the morning when the sun rises. So being happy for that light, being happy for that day, and you basking in that light, but you also resting in the night. Okay, so that is that balance, that beautiful balance. And you being able to, we talked about you communing with beings on your vibrational level. And so it's like everyone is being bought here. And we talked about travel and maybe people doing retreats and these kinds of things, or community events, or business things, or what have you, where you're going to be able to commune and create this beautiful place of healing, okay, with others, okay, or be with others as you guys share the beautiful vibration of unconditional love, right? Very powerful energy. So it's coming. Like this next 4 months is going to be pretty powerful and very beautiful, because it's like you're walking through the opening, you're walking through the crack, you know, in between the mountains, because your heart is leading you, you know. And as you continue to walk, it may get a little claustrophobic, but that's you conquering that fear, you know. And so that claustrophobia also is symbolic of different challenges that come in. Oh my goodness, you know, the check didn't come in, how are we gonna, you know, keep this on? Or I have to tell her we have to break up, I'm moving out, you know, these kinds of things. It could be, you know, even smaller or bigger than those kinds of stuff, but that's that claustrophobia. And that is when you're supposed to keep your eye on the light, knowing that you're walking towards this ultimate sanctuary of healing, right, of peace, Iroseminala. And also what's coming through is that this is also within your heart space as well, like you learning to not go outside of yourself for the relief that you seek, but you going within. Okay. Yeah. And this is funny when I sorry, it just kills me because I shuffled this, the Ace of Cups was on the bottom, when I was shuffling, and then I just split the deck, and then we had the Ace of Cups and the Tower. Okay, so I do feel, and I just heard that there's been things that you've been seeing that were like backwards, but like now you're seeing the truth of things. And so there's going to be a new beginning in love, where there's going to be a lot of things unexpected, because you're now releasing the bondage, and you're releasing your attachment to the results. You're surrendering that, and also surrendering that negative thinking. Okay. So that was a lot of that heavy energy that was still holding on that heart as well, that was keeping you in a place of sadness, or keeping you in the ego, in fear. Okay. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Oh, that's nice. 5 of Pentacles. I just heard no reversals, so we'll bring it up. They said there's one more. Okay, there's more than one more. Well, one more. Irota, no. Okay, so on the bottom is the 6 of Pentacles, which was in the reverse. Irota. But I feel that, again, that energy is coming to where you're coming out of this energy of feeling rejection, and the bitterness that comes with it, the sadness of feeling rejected. Okay, so the resentment, and you're coming out of that energy, taking action to the beat of your own drum. Okay, so this is the Knight of Wands, taking action towards your own creativity, your own passions. Okay, yeah, okay, there's more you want to say? Irota, okay. Because now you feel worthy of it. Okay, so now you're taking action based on, like, I'm worthy of this. Like, I'm worthy of receiving this. And it's also this new energy. So I feel like a lot of new ideas are going to be coming, and not a lot of new ways to implement your creative projects are going to be coming as well. And it's because now you have this courage to try something new and to actually follow it. And also the courage to do something that hasn't been done before. Yeah. And then the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Fortune favors the bold. Okay, and you fully in that energy, and there goes another completion. All right, Yushimola. All right, so we'll read for both. We'll bring it up. There's the Hermit that we're talking about, that reflection. Okay, that reflection. So you might, through this quietness right now, this stillness, there might be a lot of stuff that comes in, and we talked about that, right? And you just kind of writing it down and reflecting at another time. So I feel like there's gonna be some healing coming in between you receiving these ideas and this completion, right? And I feel like this completion, this is you going towards your destiny, but there's also this energy of you finally accepting it. Okay, and that's when more stillness comes in, and you'll reevaluate what you want to take and why you want to take it. Okay, and then you'll move forward in that energy until that will create. Remember, we said that there'll be things that you decide to take with you, things you decide not to. Okay, this might even be people, it might be jobs, you know, but it might just be projects or this kind of a thing. Yoshimoto. Yeah. I just heard this is the end of letting sadness hold you back. Okay, so that is definitely with the Death card here. It's the end of letting sadness hold you back. Like that's a no. Okay, I also saw 311, so it's also, again, the end of third-party relationships. You coming into the energy of celebrating who you are, and you seeing what your worth, and not settling for anything that makes you feel unworthy. Okay, that's also part of this completion, like you standing your ground and saying, you know what, no more. So this is your cosmic power. You like, yes. Okay, yeah. So I'm seeing 18 turn into 9, and that 9 representing divine feminine energy. A beautiful graduation, a culmination, right? And that culmination brings you this Ace of Wands, where you're able to make, but you're able to receive recognition, reward on something, some creative endeavor. Okay, And I feel like there's also a third eye, a huge third eye clearing that's going to come in when you finally are, it says like enough is enough. Okay. And that's when some kind of something that you've been missing, something that you've been wanting to come in, like, you know, a piece to the puzzle, the last piece to the puzzle of like something you wanted to create, or I just heard launch, okay, is going to come in for you, and you're going to be like, oh, thank you, and then you're going to be ready, and it is going to be very abundant for you, okay. And it's also this, all of this too, I feel that this, honestly, that in between this Ace of Wands and this Ten of Pentacles, there's definitely some cards in between here, because I feel like this is that longevity. And I feel like by time the spring equinox comes, this is that energy that you're fully embodying. I feel like you're working on holding the Ten of Pentacles energy, where everything in your life is abundant and wealthy and in harmony, right? And you're just practicing holding that vibration from now until then, okay? So again, it's a release, you know, and learning to release control, learning to knowing that when you're calm and relaxed, you're at your sweet spot, okay? And just holding that, trusting that, okay? Which 0 could be for the Fool, you know, trusting that, trusting spirit. Yeah. I feel some of you guys learning about the Tree of Life, or learning about the Kabbalah or the Kabbalion as well, coming in. Some of you guys, I just heard Orion initiates, so some of you guys learning more about Orion, and Orion and beings from Orion, that kind of thing coming in too. There's definitely like other stuff too, like the Wounded Healer, going through the last initiation, where you are finally able to really feel worthy of the position that has been offered to you, been bestowed upon you as well, of being you know, a very powerful psychic healer. And I say it just like that because this is definitely giving me those vibes, okay? And you can, and however you use your psychic abilities, your intuition to heal is, you know, maybe different for every single person, but it's definitely hand in hand, okay? Definitely hand in hand. All right, hand in hand. For those of you who resonate with this reading. Yes, so thank you so very much. Yay. And yeah, we did this. It was a little different because I'm not sitting down. But very beautiful, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that this helped, that you got something from it. If you want to contact me, you know, for a reading or for a session, anything like that, or a donation, or if you want to join members, all of that is in the description box. And just thank you so much. Namaste, everyone. Bye.